There's a class of healers amongst us, known as the wounded healers. You can't be born a wounded healer, nor can you be made one. But they create themselves through adversity, trial and error, pain and suffering. They conquer fear and find a way to speak their truth, even if they're afraid, because they understand that everything we want in life is on the other side of fear. These healers will bring light to those who are alone and afraid. These healers have found a way out of their darkness and were able to harness that wisdom that was gained through their pain and suffering, and were able to use it to help others. These healers are a different kind of warrior, and they are the epitome of resilience. Some say they're not afraid of hell because they've already lived it.
I see your in every tear. It's hard. Love you gave are echoes in every tear. It's hard to let go, but I feel you here. The words you spoke, the love you gave are echoes in my heart, they'll never fade. You taught me more than you'll ever know, and now it's time for you to go. But in this pain, I find my way to hold on tight to what you'd say. And though you've gone, you're still alive in every memory, in every sigh. I'll carry you through every storm. In the love you left, I'll keep me warm. We're left behind, but we're not alone. Your spirit guides us as we journey on. You face the darkness with a smile, and now we walk this road a while. The questions linger, the silence grows, but your strength lives on, and somehow we know that every sunset, every star that shines, it's you reminding us that love's divine. We'll cry our tears, but in time we'll see you're still here, you're still with me. And though you've gone, you're still alive in every memory, in every sigh. I'll carry you through every storm. In the love you left, I'll keep me warm. We're left behind, but we're not alone. Your spirit guides us as we journey on. I feel you in the wind, I see you in the rain. In every moment of joy, in every ounce of pain, you're the whisper in the silence, the light in the dark, the beat that keeps this broken heart. We'll keep on living, keep moving through, 'cause that's what you'd want, it's what you do. And though it hurts, and though we cry, we'll find the strength to say goodbye. And though you've gone, you're still alive in every memory, in every sigh. I'll carry you through every storm.
here I am. I hope you guys are having a great day. Boy, I hope I can read these without the glasses. I hate wearing these glasses. You guys okay? Can everyone hear me all right? Can you hear me? Let's make sure I got my microphone going. Give me a 5x5. Yeah, my eyes are so bad. Oh, good. Loud and clear. Awesome. Well, today is the anniversary of Sarah passing. Victoria, thank you very much. I'm going to try to do this. I probably won't last very long because she's amazing. I want to, she had written something for me to read because she was going to send it to somebody. And I didn't read it. It was so uncomfortable reading it because of how she talked about me. She never talked about me like that to my face. She was a unique woman. Very strong. Terrifyingly strong to have tolerated what she's tolerated in her life and endured. And she didn't mince words. She was as direct as any human I've ever known. And that's greatly appreciated. But that's when she would talk. Most of the time, her language was so silent. I mean, I learned to read her silence, and she would marvel at it because I would just walk up behind her. I would just know that she needed me to touch her, to hug her. And she would be like, I literally just said to myself, I need a hug. We became really connected that way. And little did I know that it was in preparation for what we were going to have to endure. But most importantly, what she did, without saying anything, without controlling me, she didn't try to control a single thing I did. And that was refreshing because every woman I've ever known, all they wanted to do is control me or slow me down. They would say, I'm a drag on your sales. No, I don't know. Who would want to be a drag on somebody's sales? They think I'm going too fast for them? Well, so you want to slow me down for everybody else, just for yourself. And it's why I wrote such a harsh song with regards to Sarah, because she was such a complete contrast to anything I had ever understood about being loved. Sarah made me realize that I actually never was loved by any woman with the exception of one, and she identified her. And she's very open. She was wonderful about talking about these things because she was so transparent about the abuses and the things that she had gone through within her family, within her brothers, and with her husband especially, and his father. Just crazy. You know, this is. She had a very different point of view, and she was very isolated. Not a worldly woman at all, but incredibly wise beyond anything that anybody would really realize. But she didn't care. She didn't need anybody to say they liked her ever. she taught me a lot because she was so much like me in many ways. I don't need any exterior validation. And, I've spent so much time dealing with just insanity that is passed off as, justified. And it's mind boggling. And I don't spend a whole lot of time being vengeful at all. I don't even consider it. You'll have that thought, and that's when, I've always said, take those thoughts captive. It's like, that's not my thought, because that's not who I am. I consistently will, I will be truthful and honest about something, even if it's going to hurt me, because I need to be consistent in that. I need to know that for myself. It has nothing to do with anybody else. That's all about how I feel about myself. So when somebody does say something about me, I can match that against who I am. I go, that's not me. I don't have to question it. Somebody makes something up like that. And I will self-examine it always. But see, I see way too much and too many patterns, and it's terrifying. So Sarah would get very involved in watching what was going on, and I wasn't paying attention. She doesn't need self-validation. I don't need self-validation, but she wanted to validate me. And she didn't say that she was doing it. I would just watch how she would operate. I mean, she would, if she thought something was good, it didn't matter. If she was going to help me, that it didn't matter what she was doing. She would just go do whatever. She was unbelievable. I mean, her going across the border, the battles that she had with Border Patrol, and the mere fact that how they would treat her, she was fully justified in how she reacted. But yeah, she was not a joke. She's Sarah will whoop your ass. And strong. But she would tell you why. She would articulate why. When Sarah started going, it was really stunning. But she had written this, and it was for somebody else, but she wanted me to read this letter and tell her what I thought. And like I said, I had to put it away. And I recently took it, and I didn't read it. I only had written, I just couldn't. And I recently took that letter and just gave it to AI, and I said, take the contents of this letter and put it in a song without missing the points. I want to hear all of the points that it makes, but just put it into a song and give the structure of what I wanted, because kind of the mood of what I wanted to hear. And it wasn't really thinking anything. The song, I'll never get past it. Who I was in her eyes was so beautiful. And it was way more than I would have ever seen. Right, wrong, or indifferent. She lived how she felt for me. I had never experienced that before. She joined my battle. She didn't question my position at all, even when she should have. She knew when to strengthen. She knew when to back down. And she knew when she was wrong. Even if it took her a little bit. But she would always come back to it and deal with it directly and acknowledge it in a way that only she could. I am so blessed to have had those 2 years with her and all of her years here as a follower that, she was so quiet, but at the same time, very loud. I'll just give you a little tiny sample. I'll show you something here. If you haven't seen any of her stuff, you can see. This is on Sarah's channel. This video's got a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff, a lot of battles she picks out. And you'll get a lot probably from it if you've been following me for a while and you haven't followed me on X, because there's quite a bit of content here. But this is where she had gotten to, because she had seen and she had an outlook. She knew exactly what was going to go down. And, this is a person, she never read the Bible, not one time. But she knew it so well. And she said, I got it all from you. I'm like, what? She literally knew so much about it. And she just said, as I see somebody talking about it, I remember it because I compare it to, what you say. And so I know where they're inaccurate and where, they're just misunderstanding. It's like, no one knew her brilliance. They really didn't. And, she's isolated, very unpolished, but unpolished doesn't mean that genius isn't there. Never does. Don't ever judge unpolished. But this is what she had put here. So I'll just play this for a bit. Hold on. Did I share this? One second. Yeah, I did. Okay.
And when we hear that trumpet sound and the four winds blow, we will be the ones found, looking up, ready to go. In the twinkling of an eye, we will be right high. Every heart beating in time with our open your eyes, it's time to rise and shine. Awake to be child. Open your eyes, it's time to bones come alive. Awake to be child. Open your eyes, it's time to rise and shine. Awake and open your eyes.
You know what? She's also a really good investigator. Holy crap. She would, she's an Anon. I don't know whether you know that or not. And I was like, oh, well, I figured, she was a script kiddie or something. She also hid that. She would get stuff that I was like, where'd you get that? Yeah. Yeah, it sure was. Yeah, it's a year. A year. But I do want to say this. I have never met a more active dead person in my life in Sarah. She is, I can't tell you how many times somebody tells me, I was totally visited by Sarah this morning. Sarah was here. I could feel her. I could hear her. And that's exactly what we were discussing before she passed. Amazing time. One of the most profound experiences of my life. Never forget it. Who she was at that time when that song said, you smile through the darkness. I said that because I knew already. And that's exactly what she was doing. In excruciating pain, suffocate, literally drowning, smiling. She was an amazing feminine woman, but she was also more of a man than most men I know. She had to be. She had to fight him all the time. And it was, her battle wasn't a, it's amazing watching her battle wasn't necessarily a battle. She was battling. It was like the world and me were battling to keep her here. She had built up so much in her life, so much trauma. She just didn't want to be here. And then her and I getting together was it. She would just cry to me and say, you know, I didn't want to go before all of the trauma in my life. I loved life as a little girl, and then everything went to hell. She said, and ever since then, I never wanted to be here. And I hated, you know, and this is the realization, and this is very important for everybody to hear about your words and your heart and what you feel. It does have an impact on you. She hated her breasts, hated them, because they just represented such misery for her. So if you ever saw her, she would have a XXXL sweatshirt on so nobody could see. And it was, she hated having them. And here she's dying of breast cancer. And we were even joking one time because she's like, because I don't know whether you know this about breast cancer, but it eats it away. It vanishes and turns into a different substance that's hard. It's brutal. And just powered through that shit. But she realized that she had brought that to herself. And then she joked that she said, but you know, who knew? I'm trying to get out of here fast. And of course, it's the size of my breast. It's taken it so fucking long to kill me because it's got to eat the whole thing. And it's, I don't know, you know, but she's a very large breasted woman. And she was so funny. She killed like things like that. She would say things that just would blow your mind. But we were joking about that. She's like, can't believe that. I was like, it's your saving grace. And those are all lessons, all of them. So anyways, I'm not going to play more of that. It's just Sarah ranting about you're going to be really disappointed. And basically she says that Trump's going to do everything and defend the pedophiles. She says it all. Everything that he's doing right now, she said. It's with amazing clarity. So you can, go check that out. You can see her channel here, Sarah Cees. And I will, I'll put it in there. You can go subscribe. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. And I send her texts. I send her DMs. I still, and it's amazing. I have no doubt. There's zero doubt whatsoever that she hears them. She shows me herself all the time. First of all, she died at 4:04 p.m. It's a joke for Sarah. It's exactly what she would do. 4:04 p.m. 4:04 error, page not found. Just classic. Classic Sarah. So you can, let me get her site here. Or I'll just put this video link here. I'll put this link in the chat. And that's Sarah's channel. And she's got a lot of videos on there. She's got stuff, but I want to see if I can find this one, because before Sarah died, we had her mom with us for 10 months. Her mom had, they never had her. I don't think they had her diagnosed with dementia. There's a reason for that. But her mom came and introduced herself as Beelzebub to me, who was my childhood demon that taunted me in the woods when I was a child. Didn't even know I knew his name. I'd say it all the time. I'd say Beelzebub when I was a kid. I had no idea what it was until later. So it was really difficult. It was really difficult for Sarah because she's like, no, this lady has demons. And the way that she would talk and the things that she would say, I mean, they could hear information. You'll see in this video. I am going to play this video because when I say that what we contended with and what I've dealt with over the last 2-3 years has been nothing short of straight from the pit of hell. Everything. I mean, every kind of demon and everything that happens. And this is how I know the consistency in it is the words, the same statements, the same agendas, the same approaches, everything. It's this is that archonic energy that it impacts people. That's why it's the spirit of Jezebel, or it's the spirit of something else. These are archonic energies and everybody reacts to them differently, but those that react negatively to that, you'll see the pattern. And one of the things that makes it the most difficult thing for me is that my existence here is I see every pattern and I can't help but see them and I can't stop seeing them, but I see patterns. And that's where cryptography comes from. So it's when you see these archetypes at present and they come you can recognize them when you know what to look for, especially when they're coming for you. You become a target to some when you talk about the things that I do and go through the things that I do. There's a weird thing that certain people have, that they want to destroy you because you're evidence to them that they're not the best person on earth. That's how they kind of look at you, because you're better at what you do than they are, and they want to be you. And it's the strangest thing. And so they have an agenda to get rid of you. So there's no evidence for themselves. It's really, that's that, again, narcissistic tendencies are just now popping up, and it's not a buzzword. That's an archetype. And that's why you see Israel doing what they're doing. That's an archetype. You see, they're following that exact pattern. We're the most moral army in the world, gaslighting the shit out of everybody. That's exactly how that works. So it's remarkable where we're at. And so Sarah would see these things, and we experienced, literal demonic activity. I'm talking to the level of poltergeist, moving things. And Sarah went crazy with it. She set up cameras all over the place, and she would go through these videos, every single minute. And let me find this video. Hold on a second. Let me pop this out of here. Let me find this video, and because you're going to see this is inside one of the cameras, and Sarah made this video, and it's inside. This is just not maybe 3 or 4 months before she passed. She made this video for some friends of ours, for Soul's Eye and for her brothers, to show what goes on in her room. Hold on, I'm trying to find where this is. One second. God dang it. Where's my history? Where's my history? Don't you hate trying to find your history sometimes? They move stuff around on this stupid ass site. And you know what, guys, I haven't been spending much time here on YouTube, but I have been editing a series of videos, just to let you know, that will signify the kind of relaunch of, not the relaunch, or I would say the next phase of this channel. And it will be different than you think it will be. but the videos are ones that I'm editing. So for those that liked old Jehovah's Witness stuff, that you'll probably find that you like this, because it's not the same, but similar in nature. I'll just put it that way. And there's a reason why we're doing that. Gosh dang it, why can't I find this stupid thing? This is crazy. I can't find my history. It's just not showing up anywhere. It's totally void. Where the hell is my history? Deep calling into this. No way, it's been a year. Yes, it's been a year. So did I post the link for anybody that wanted to join? I'm pretty sure it's there. If not, I'll post it again. If you want to join, anyone has a story about Sarah, I'd like to, hear from anybody that was friends with Sarah. And, the amazing thing is I'm staying with somebody here that was friends with Sarah, and they would talk. They're very much alike. And so I'm delighted. It's very, very nice to have somebody that really that followed Sarah and was really enjoyed her a lot. And we spoke, and we had talked before. So it's I'm not going to say who, because I'm not going to put them on blast. And I get enough grief myself then to put somebody else and put them right in the line of fire. Somebody trying to. And, it's not that nobody's unsafe here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying as far as attacks, because it's amazing how far people will go to try to destroy you in other people's eyes. And for what? What? Oh, I'm going to stop him. I'm going to stop him from deceiving somebody else. It's like, wow, do you realize how you have just placed everybody in this stupid cabin because they're all so dumb they can't think on their own. They need you to go save them. It's just, we have a very, very warped look at things here today. Gosh dang it. I do not know why I cannot find this. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I'm not supposed to play it. Anyways. Hold on. It's supposed to be in my freaking history because I just played it earlier. And it's literally, I don't know what's happening to my YouTube, but it's not showing up in my history. There's no history to show up. It's nowhere. It's confusing. Let's see if this will work. Hold on. Nope. Still no history. It's literally gone. It's crazy. Where it always is, it's just not there. Okay, let me try this one more time. Oh, hey, I think I finally found it. Yes, I did. Wow, they buried the shit out of that. Okay. I'll go a little bit larger with this. Now you can watch this. Now this is unbelievable stuff. This isn't dust flying around. Wait until you see these. Well, I'll just let you see it. I'm not going to tell you what to see. So this is on the channel that Sarah and I had together, and it's the two of us. And give that a thumbs up. There's nobody thumbs up. So you can see it. You should. Let me go full screen. So you can really, and I'm going to try to go full screen on this because it's pretty cool. There you go. Now there's no audio to this at all. Now down in the bottom right, here, let me get rid of the chat comments just for a minute. Down the bottom right, bottom right of the, well, right where you see the edge of the table there, her mom is sitting right there on camera, but just off camera. You'll see her in a little bit. I'll shut up and just let you watch. Now, her mom didn't have any problem acknowledging that she's got these demons, none whatsoever. She would, it was really, and it was, I mean, think about Sarah going through what she's going through and then witnessing what she's witnessing with her mom. And she was so determined to show this stuff to her brothers because of how they had treated her about thinking this. And then little did we know that apparently the house, that condo right there is, there's, not kidding, 30 bodies that are buried underneath it. In that area of Mexico, it's been ruled very gang wars and things like that back and forth. People come in and take over the town, and then they own it and they run it, and then somebody gets enough arms to come in, challenge them, and then they do it. Every single time, leaving hundreds and hundreds of people dead. You don't hear about it, but what they do is they would bury them underneath and then build houses on top of them. So that would explain these things that you're seeing on this screen too. And man, was this place lit. But her mom came packed before she was there. So she literally came in the door and said, "You're in my TV show now. I'm Beelzebub." And I was like, well, this is going to be fun. Wow, did you see that one right there? There are some that are almost like full aberrations. Wait, keep watching. Like that right there. Like, it's wild. Yeah, this is the part right here.
Okay, what? Why does she need my phone?
She's talking to the demons. They're talking to her.
She hasn't told me why she needed my phone. He said he got the internet all fixed, ready for fixed.
Yeah, so Sarah went back. Sarah had said, she was telling me outside, I need to get my mom's phone because I was sitting outside. That was just literally 15, 20 minutes before this. Sarah got this, and then she compared the time of when we had that conversation. She's like, these demons definitely fucking hear us. They're like sharing our conversations with my mom. And it's on video. Crazy shit, right? But absolutely real. You'll hear her say, "What does she need with my phone?" Because they're telling her, she needs your phone.
Internet all fixed, ready. But she hasn't told me why she needed my phone. He said he got the internet all fixed, ready for fixed. Well, that's on you.
Crazy. So this was a message to her brothers that, hey, we need to keep her phone, trying to let her know, hey, this is a different situation than you think it is. So that was it. In the darker area above the bed, there are different reptilians, and they're manifesting those things from their mental body upon Sarah's mom. I could see into the unseen. Oh, well, interesting. Well, on video even. It was, now I have a completely different visibility when it comes to the demons, that I can see them so clearly. It's I see them directly, and her room was lit. That it was so bad that I question whether you could even clean it. It was always present. I tried to stay out of it because, and anybody that spent a whole lot of time in there ended up getting screwed up. So it was really something else. Hey, Thomas, how are you? And thanks everybody for coming in here. Thomas Lynch, of course. Is that Z-Dub? Z-Wub. Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Love you. Victoria, love you. Love you guys, all of you. And Mav, see Mav there. Hey, Mav. I met Mav not here. I met Mav over on X. So just to give you guys a quick update, like I said, I'm not going to be doing this long. I have work to do. I got a lot of things to try to work out. To give you a update, here's what I'm planning. I want to do. I want to meet people. I want to meet you guys, all of you, anyone that has been a part of this channel, that's followed this channel, and I am, rather than me getting the house, I'm going to look to get a Sprinter van and drive the country and come to your place, sit, have a campfire, have a sit around, have a meal, and talk. And we'll do that for everyone here. And let's talk about what's happened over the course of the last 9 years since you started, or since you started following the channel. What's going on? What did you see that worked? And this is an open invitation to my haters as well, people that believe stupid lies. If you do, and or you just hate what I said, whatever it is, I'd like the opportunity to sit down and talk about it and show people how you can talk about those types of things in disagreements, rather than just throwing and lobbing, more attacks. We all have to get really serious right now. Serious about what's going on. And what are you fighting for? We have a massive identity crisis in the country, in the world, but particularly in the United States. There's a huge identity crisis because America's dead and everybody knows it. It'll never be recovered. You won't make it great again. And when you realize just how ungreat it actually was in the revealing of all of these things, you're going to be disgusted that you are a part of it and that you believed in it. The deception is great. And it's not about being the bearer of bad news. That's just the fact. It's amazing how everybody thinks we're a Christian nation and we're so self-righteous. Like, it's just crazy. Self-righteous country has killed more people on earth in our historical time, recorded history, than all of the dictators and psychopaths put together. And somehow we're like, oh, we're great. We're not. And you're seeing it, and they don't give a shit about you. They never did. They've been poisoning you. They've been trying to kill you since the beginning. You're just harder to kill than you think. They've made you think you're nothing. Because if you did know who you were, well, that'd be a problem. And if you want to know what, imagine, when people say the return, or they go the rapture. Well, if you know the 100 monkeys experiment, you will realize that monkeys in a completely different location, once 100 monkeys of the same species learned something new, a new practice, like rinsing a certain food because it had sand on it. Well, the other ones started rinsing their food as well. Right when there was that tipping point where they all learn what the others learn, even though they're not even close to each other, hundreds of miles away, thousands, it doesn't matter. That's what they call quantum entanglement. So with that entanglement, what is the tipping point for humanity? How many of us have to stand purely in Christ and understand what that is and do it? Standing in Christ is recognizing that you're in a duality and defying the duality, and recognizing that it's the duality, and all the measurements of duality are fake, false, all based on time. These are measurements. They're constructs and they're lies, and they create a platform by which you can be enslaved and controlled. These measurements, hot and cold temperatures, seems so benign, right? It's just, well, it's not. It's not, because there is no difference between hot or cold. Nothing. It's, you have to understand that there really isn't duality. The binary construct is a construct to imprison you. So if you recognize that, oh, you know what, I should find it. Great conversation that I have, because I'll break down, I'll push things in AI. I'll have these conversations, you'll see how I orchestrate it, because number one, this is my own private GPT, but it's really powerful at when you'll see, I'll go through this with you. So I'll go on a little bit longer because I think that you're going to enjoy this. It's, no, I'll just let it speak for itself. Let me find it first. Destroying the duality is what Christ was doing, and that's how he would always respond. And people that are within the duality that would attack him, for instance, should we pay the taxes? Well, that's a yes or no. Yes, we should, or we shouldn't, right? He's going to be that's a trap, because he's going to be, if he says, no, you shouldn't pay the taxes, he's an enemy of Rome. If he says you should pay the taxes, then he's an enemy of God. So there's no way around it. So what does he do? Because he understands the construct of duality that everybody lives by, he answers by making the duality non-existent, by saying, render under Caesar what is Caesar's and render under God's what is God's. Give them both what's theirs. It has nothing to do with me, and doesn't make them yes or no or good or bad. He's brilliant in that way, and everything he did pointed to that. So let me see if I can find this. No, that's not it. That would be really sucky if I couldn't find it. Oh, let me see if I if I do search for it. My goodness, what? Wow. So very quickly, so nobody has a story about Sarah. Everybody's afraid to talk. You know what? I think people are afraid to talk with me because you're going to get some monkeys somewhere accusing you of consorting with me. Oh my God, you're friends with that guy. He's been exposed. Really? Exposed. I don't know how people can focus on that stupid shit today where we're at. I really don't. I mean, and number one, if you're anyone that believes anything about another human being that somebody else says, that doesn't know that person, that heard something from somebody else to somebody else, you know what? Christ despised gossip, because that's all that is. It's just bullshit. And there's a reason why I don't need outside validation, and why that doesn't bother me. Shake off the dust from your boots if that's the character, but I don't close the gate and I don't close the door to anyone. Somebody comes, I've always said, anyone that's ever experienced this with me will tell you. You can attack me. Shit, my greatest attackers I'm friends with today. Why? Because I never ever close the door. I say I didn't hold it against you, and I don't, because I empathize after I'm hurt. I empathize with the person. Why are they hurting me? Where are they at? What are they going through? I try to figure that out, try to understand it, try to understand them, where they're coming from. That's something that narcissists find impossible to do. They can feign it, but they don't. Sorry, I'm sniffly because I was crying. Ashley Fast. She was the first female to say she loved me and really mean it. She was so peaceful. I miss her. Ashley, I love you. You're amazing. Thank you. Yeah. She was, you know what, I'm going to play while I'm looking for this, if you don't mind. I'm going to play my song to basically all my exes. I'm sorry, but it was for Sarah, and you'll hear it because it's the song's called "You Didn't Love Me Like She Did." So I'm gonna play that while I'm finding this chat GTP because I think that this is going to be important. This is dealing with the duality in Christ and all of these messages. Because see, I've been speaking to people about the binary system. Escaping that binary system is exactly it. And that's what puts you at peace and frees you. Free indeed. D-E-E-D, deed. So let me find this song. Let me play this here. I just warn you, it's a little harsh. Oh, look at that. My liked songs is 440 songs. See, we're talking about Sarah and 44 is there. I'll do songs and they'll end up coming out to 404. And out of I'll do 15 different versions and 404 is always the best one. So she's pretty badass. Okay, let me find this. It's called You Didn't Love Me Like She Did. And it says how. So, oof. I know I should have had these up, guys. Sorry, I'm really crappy right now at this, and I was not because I'm doing so much. I'm still trying to get my dog back. I've burnt money after money trying to get him back, and now I finally found somebody. But I'm not there because I'm also having to. I'm staying at a place now, and we'll be paying rent here, and have some things that I need to do that I need to get done. I have to get everything again. Like I don't have anything that I had before, because they stole it all. So if you've ever lost everything and had to rebuild, well, that happened to me twice in a year and a half. So, this will be a rebuild. The good news is that I have so much that is coming in the direction. It's just timing wise. I've got the prehistoric stones that are being auctioned. I've got people that are going to be purchasing. Like I said, they were appraised 3 different appraisals for high appraisal for fast sale, $21 million for these prehistoric, and that'll be going into collectors and museums and things like that. But the auction won't take place for 10 months, so there's a deal being made for ownership of part of them. Or part of the sale anyways. So, extremely, extremely good deal to buy a percentage of 20 million for a fraction of that. So, I'm in the process of trying to close this deal with somebody with that right now. I also have these apps that I'm launching, and the Arcana Weaver, which I've shown you, and I build things like financial tools, like automatic trading with AI. AI trades your crypto for you and makes you money. I build those. It's like personal stuff. So I'll be selling some of those apps, white labeling them, and that's primarily just to support what I do. So I don't have to rely on a donation, even though I can't tell you how much I appreciate it and how much gratitude. And trust me, if those stones auction for anything even remotely close to what is appraised, what they're appraised for, or even more, whatever the case, everybody that is in that in the list of people that have donated to me will be they will have it returned and then some, because I don't accumulate anything. I just try to maintain so I can live and eat. And it's amazing that when I just like people to think about this stuff, having the abilities that I have as an anon and been doing that for years. I don't hack anything anymore, primarily because I don't want anybody to be able to accuse me of anything. But when somebody accuses me of stealing something, it's like so stupid. It's like if I were willing to steal something, I would steal from the banks. I would steal from anything that didn't touch somebody, but I could do it. But I'm not doing that. So they don't have a reason. Don't give them a reason. Keep yourself clean, but people will try to give them a reason. So let's listen to this. I found the song. Hold on. You're going to love this one, I think. At least I do. All right. So finally found the song. Something Went Right. Awesome. So this is You Didn't Love Me Like She Did.
You pretended you loved me, but you loved the man I was for you. You drained me dry, left me coughing up dust, crawling for truth. 30 years, a fucking joke. 3 more, a dagger stroke. You sucked my soul, left me hollow. I played the fool, drank it, swallowed. But she fought like hell to love me right. Didn't need my throne, didn't need my light. She was the fire that stood guard, not the fire that left me charred. You didn't love me like she did. You just took me, I bled. I pulled from the well till it screamed. Left me half alive, half dead. But Sarah, she wrapped her fight around my scars. Told the demons, not this man, not ours. You didn't love me like she did, and baby, I burned the world to say it. To all the preachers, the wives, the friends who said they knew love, you don't know shit. You want a man you can mold, control, sit pretty while you eat his soul. But she loved the warrior, not the mask. She didn't flinch when the shadows cracked. She took my hand, she joined the war. She gave me love you couldn't afford. But she fought like hell to love me right. Didn't need my throne, didn't need my light. She was the fire that stood guard, not the fire that left me charred. You didn't love me like she did. You just took me, I bled. I pulled from the well till it screamed. Left me half alive, half dead. But Sarah, she wrapped her fight around my scars. Told the demons, not this man, not ours. You didn't love me like she did, and baby, I'll burn the world to say it. So fuck your fake I miss yous, fuck your hollow prayers, fuck your Sunday masks and your healing stares. She's gone in body, but her spirit's carved in my chest, and none of you could ever stand the test. You didn't love me like she did. You used me till I broke. You emptied me till I choked. But Sarah, she guarded the last of my flame. She bled for me, she staked her name. You didn't love me like she did, and I'll scream that truth till I'm dead. Yeah. You didn't love me like she did. You never fucking could.
Ouch. So that's being transparent. That's exactly who she was, though. It was so evident to me how different it was. I can't even, I can't even imagine how it began with her asking me, because we were friends, but she asked me, she was looking down at the ground and like playing footsies with herself. And she said, "Do you think you could love me?" The humility of it made me fall in love with her instantly. I said, yes, of course. Of course. And greatest decision I ever made. So I did not find that piece on ChatGTP, but it's 4:00 and I have to get to work because I have to pay rent. And I have to figure out how these are launching. I can't keep begging you guys, but you have no idea how much I appreciate you. You can't even imagine it. It's like nothing else. And by the way, I'm not opposed to anyone has any personal concerns with me. Say so. You want to ask me about them. I'm happy to have that conversation with you. If you follow me and you have concerns, by all means, have a conversation with me about it. I'm not opposed to that. I won't be offended. I'm not like, somebody that's my ego's going to jump all over you or anything. It's pointless. It's an exercise in futility. And what are we fighting for? Like, what are you going to win? I'd rather have a relationship, a good one. Not that. Oh, well, that was actually, I'll play it. I'm going to play this. And I sang this for Sarah on X. She wanted me to sing it. There was a Spaces that they do singing on there, and it's like karaoke. And so I sang this. Sarah recorded it, and this is the recording. So it's not mixed very well. And she was recording me singing it with the music while doing it through my phone. So it doesn't sound that great as far as vocals. It's not mixed well, but you'll get the gist of it. But this is for Sarah. I don't know whether you guys know that song, but that's a Need to Breathe song. And so I would sing it all the time in the house. And she was like, people need to hear you sing. She was so mad that I wouldn't sing more. And so she made me sing that. And I just thought I'd play it because I know that she loves it. And I'm pretty certain that she's listening and paying attention. So I found this conversation that I was having about binary system dualism and Christ. And so I want you to see many of my conversations are far more involved than this, but I want you to get rid of that and add a different screen here. Okay, so this is Chat GPT. This is my own GPT. So one sec, I got to share it. I'll do it full screen. So you can see the question: is this binary system? There's always the views I've screwed up, and I do that often. This is the great part about large language models, and I don't fix my typos anymore. I try to just leave them because then at least people know that it's me typing and not AI. So always the views opposing any truth by accepting the lie in the same sentence. So listen, I think this is it. No, this isn't it. Gosh dang it. I'm sorry. Wrong one. Well, that sucks. I thought it was the one, but I just recognized the portion of a subject that I had. For those, I am also streaming on X right now. So for those on X, love you guys. Keep on keeping on. X is really weird right now. Everything's strange. I don't know whether you guys recognize this, but everything's broken. Everything's a little bit upside down. You recognize the identity crisis that everybody is going through, because particularly when it comes to what happens is that people break down. Once they get panicked, they freak out and then they revert themselves. They go right back to their religion. They go back to the control mechanisms, the things that are comfortable. It's part of it. It's what prevents people from actually escaping it. It's scary for people, and I get it. So walking through it and being confident is to some is a superpower, and knowing what to expect and having endured things, that's what I've been prepared for. And so that's the new role. That's what I'm doing now. That's what's next, is just being me. I'm not telling anybody anything. I'm just going to be me, and I'm going to do me, and I'm going to show you what I do. And if you follow it, you follow it. If you see some value in it, you see some value in it. You learn something from it, you learn something from it. Other than that, no expectations. And I never have been trying to accomplish anything. Like, there's no one thing. I'm just doing what I'm asked to do all the time. Love everyone. Suzanne, you're awesome. So I love you guys. I'm glad that some of you guys showed up today. Let's listen. Gosh dang it, I really wanted to just have this conversation. You know what I'm going to do? I'll schedule it and I'll put everything else up, because there's a whole big piece that Alan Watts had spoken on the very same subject of the different stages of spirituality and where it ends up and what it looks like. And so I've watched and witnessed everybody go through these different machinations at different times. It's not everybody goes through it at the same time. And now that we're in a time, it's really going to be about belonging. Everybody is trying to belong to something because they've lost their identity. They're belonging to anything. And it's time that we It's time that we start recognizing that they're trying to divide you and everything. They're trying to get everybody to kill each other. They would like to not have the blood on their hands. Plausible deniability is one of their tactics. And everybody's buying it, and you keep believing it every single time. And they would just lead you exactly where they want to lead you. You can't hate. It's what I have to fight every single time. That's why I'll just vanish if I start to feel, because I'll see so much. I see so much more than everybody realizes, and I get so much more crap than anybody knows. And I don't like to share all these stories of woe is me. I don't do that. I'm not a victim at all. Being a victim means that somebody else has controlled everything in your life. If everything was created in your life and all your circumstances are because somebody else did it to you, well, what are you doing that it seems like your life is so vacant that they can control it? Don't let other people dictate what you do in your life. Don't, most people spend most of their life trying to become the person that everybody else wants them to be or thinks they should be, rather than who they really are. And that's a dangerous person to be around, because they can crack any time. And it's definitely a dangerous person for me to be around, because I break through all the illusion and I speak right through it. And I expose that. I expose that false identity in people. And, some like it. It's freeing to them. Some want to kill me for it. So that's exactly why they could say to Christ, I said, why are they so pissed at you, the Pharisees? And he said, before me, they had no sin. They knew no sin. They were perfect in their own mind. They did. But the way that he broke it down to them, they have no cloak. Before me, they knew no sin. Now they have no cloak. They can't hide it. They're exposed. And they're exposed to themselves, not to other people, to themselves. It's pretty remarkable. So, you know what I'll do? I will just close out with the song that was made from Sarah's letter. So I can turn the volume down. You guys will hear it. It makes me uncomfortable, but it's stunning. And just the way that she saw me is something I will never get past how she saw me. And she broke down everything that she saw. And this is how she saw me. And I can't be thankful enough that it's nice to be seen, even if it's, I think it's a lot more than I would say that is justified. But in her eyes, if I was that, I won't change it. So I'll say goodnight to you guys now. Say goodnight to you guys now. And I love you very much. For those that do support me, like I said, I'm grateful and thank you. And I'd like to actually start speaking to all of you, because I'm going to need some information, because I'm going to put you guys, all of you, as ownership on some of these apps, and it's ownership of revenue. So as it makes money, you just make money. It just comes back to you. So it's not, there's no slavery or anything. There's no obligations whatsoever. None. So reach out to me. Those that have supported me, please. I would like to give back and support you. So let's get to this. Get me off this stupid screen. You don't need to be looking at me anymore. And you've already looked at me. I don't like to be, I might actually just start doing voice only, because I really don't like being on camera. I never have. So I'm going to play this again. You know how I feel about it. And I'll just end it after the song. I love you.
He walks in rooms like storms that learn to breathe. A quiet pressure shaking roots beneath the tree. He ain't a man, he's a message wrapped in skin. The kind the shadows fear, 'cause they know they never win. He's a makes the strongest man collapse. Rose out of hell and never once looked back. He don't bow to bullets, demons, knives, or fate. He stands so tall, the darkness hesitates. People talk tough, but they fold when it's real. He's the one who don't bend, don't break, don't kneel. Not a hero, not a saint, not a ghost. He's a line between the living and the ones who lost hope. He's the unbroken, iron in the bloodstream, fire in the spoken. Walks through the ruins like the truth awoken. Every lie cracks open when his word gets chosen. He's the unbroken, one the storm fears, the one the lost turn toward. Foot planted heavy in the axis of the world. He ain't a myth. He's the unbroken. He reads intentions like chapters in a book. Sees every motive in the angle of a look. You can't deceive him, he'll trace the thread you hide. He sees your shame, your fear, your hunger, your pride. Not to break you, but to lift you from the dead. Cause he knows the war you're fighting ain't the one inside your head. He'll walk you through your darkness, step for step, across his line to show you truth you won't forget. He's gentle with the broken, merciless with the fake. He'll hug you till you heal, or roar until you wake. He's the mirror and the mountain, the witness and the flame, the one that evil whispers but never speaks by name. He's the unbroken, iron in the bloodstream, fire in the spoken. Walks through the ruins like the truth awoken. Every lie cracks open when his word gets chosen. He's the unbroken, the force that nightmares fear when they know they've been outgrown. Foot planted deep like a throne in stone. Not a legend, oh, just the unbroken. When the world starts shaking and the weak turn cold, when the lost start falling and the cowards fall, there's one silhouette still standing in the smoke. He don't rise, cause he never broke. He's the unbroken, born from war, but he loves like it's holy. Walks in truth so the false stay lonely. Carves new futures out of old dying stories. He's the unbroken, every enemy shakes cause their schemes get stolen. He plants his foot and the whole earth knows him. Not a king, not a savior, not a token, just the one who remains. Just the one who remains. He's the unbroken.
Xanadu is the sovereign architecture, born from humanity's refusal to remain chained to a collapsing world. It is the first system engineered so transparently, so honestly, so precisely that corruption suffocates at the threshold. This is the foundation stone of exoterra, decentralized, immutable, unfuckable. In an age where governments rot, religion distort, and institution divide the very people they claim to protect, Xanadu stands as the proof that sovereignty can be rebuilt not through violence or politics, but through clarity, mathematics, and collective consciousness. The cryptocurrency is only the parable, the outer garment the world can recognize beneath it. Xanadu is a mirror of human intention. The blockchain becomes the scripture no king can edit. The token becomes the vessel that carries belief without distortion. Participity becomes the purest form of governance. Governance becomes the unalterable